Shifting focus to Kenya, as anti-government rallies continue across the nation, President William Ruto has now issued his strongest warning yet to the protesters. Ruto has vowed to crush the demonstrations, as he warned that he would remain firm in protecting the country from plunging into anarchy. Ruto was visibly frustrated when he was delivering his remarks at a church service on Sunday. Ruto termed the wave of anti-government protests as anonymous, faceless, formless, and sponsored by people who, he says, seek to use violence to control the nation. While he urged the protesters to not hit the streets, he assured the public that his administration would protect their lives and property against those propagating violence. Ruto's remarks come as young protesters in Kenya have planned another round of protests on Tuesday. They are planning new protests following President Ruto's announcement of a partial new cabinet on Friday. In a televised address, Ruto announced 11 appointments, which included 6 from the previous cabinet. Ruto reappointed the ministers of Interior, Defence, Environment and Lands, while he changed the portfolios of 2 other ministers.
I have started the process of forming a new broad-based cabinet to assist in driving the urgently needed and irreversible transformation of our country. I nominate the following first batch of 11 individuals for consideration and approval by the National Assembly for appointment as Cabinet Secretaries and Attorney General.
Ruto had fired the entire cabinet last week, listening to the demands of the protesters. However, the protesters remain disappointed as most of the ministers have been retained in the new cabinet. They are now preparing to shut down activities in various towns and key locations in the capital Nairobi on Tuesday. Meanwhile, Ruto is urging for a dialogue with protesters. He has extended an open invitation to everyone, encouraging the Gen Z protesters to voice their concerns. However, the protesters do not agree to attend the talks, and the opposition leaders are insisting that justice is a prerequisite for any talks with the government after the deadly clashes. At least 50 have been killed and over 400 injured in the protests that started last month. The youth-led rallies initially started against the now scrapped proposed new tax hikes, but have now turned to a broader campaign against the Ruto-led government. Protesters are now demanding Ruto to step down while calling for an end to corruption and poor governance. Ruto's efforts to quell the anger against him have not worked in his favor, and now it seems the president is completely losing grip. The Gen Z protesters are not ready to bring an end to their movement until all of their demands are met. The test remains for Ruto to navigate the toughest challenge that he is facing in his tenure. Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
cross to the West Indies. What can we expect?